Francisco 49ers that we're talking about here. This is a team that is capable of winning on the road. Number 3, they lean on their defense a lot. They are rarely, if ever, intimidated. And they know that when you're going up against Peyton Manning, you've got to come ready. And so for me, this is the kind of challenge that was tailor-made for the San Francisco 49ers. In most instances, you're not blowing them out the water. Not to mention the fact that we usually use the preseason to somehow gauge or what somebody's going to do in the regular season. Let's keep in mind that the San Francisco 49ers got run over by the Denver Broncos in the preseason. Now, in some people's eyes, that might be a precursor to what's coming. To me, it's the polar opposite with the San Francisco 49ers. The fact that that did happen to them in the preseason, that it did happen to them on their home turf, which isn't even, it hasn't even established itself as a home crowd yet. No. As far as I'm concerned, they'd be better off playing on the road. I think when you're going to Denver and you're in the Mile High City and you're going up against Peyton Manning, I think these boys know they've got to be ready. I believe they will be ready. And when you heard Demaryius Thomas screaming about how easy it was against the New York Jets last week, when you know what Julius Thomas can bring to the table, or Wes Welker can bring to the table, or Emmanuel Sanders can bring to the table, with this guy, whether it's Monty Ball or Hillman now, who rushed for 100 yards last week, I think the San Francisco 49ers know that if they don't show up, they could get blown out of the state of Colorado. I don't think they're going to let that happen. I think this is going to be a nail-biter. I think they're going to be in Peyton Manning's face. I don't think it's going to be easy at all. And I think as a result, this will be a tight game, far closer than the 7-point spread that we just saw.
I am with you on that. Although, I point out, as you well know, it's no bargain to play on a Monday night in St. Louis, fly home, and then have to eventually fly to Denver.
It's a lot of travel.
That's tough duty, okay? But this spread obviously was made at 7 before last night. My eye test told me 49ers are coming together, and I believe this spread will be bet down. I think the betting public will jump on the 7 and bet it down to, I don't know, 5.5, maybe 6. But the point is, you're more sold on the Broncos than I am. And I will be the first to admit publicly the reason I keep naysaying the Broncos is because I picked New England to win the AFC, as did you. But I picked San Diego to win the AFC West. And I'm sticking with it. I like the Chargers as the breakout team that I thought they were going to be. That remains to be seen. But I think I continue to look at Denver and try to discount Denver. They don't run the ball the way they did with Noshawn last year. Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say.
Okay,
That's
now Monte Ball's out with the groin.
Which they underestimated. They underestimated the impact of Noshawn Moreno.
So now Monte has been healthy much of the year. They are 26th in the league in rushing. Although I must point out that's only one notch below my San Diego Chargers, who are 25th in rushing because they've been without Ryan Matthews, who's due back at some point soon. And obviously, they've had other issues at the running back spot. Now they're down to that rookie from University of Buffalo, that Brandon Oliver. So they lost Danny Woodhead, who was instrumental in the win over Seattle. So my point is, Emmanuel Sanders has been, as you pointed out many times, much better than Eric Decker was.
Easily.
And so he now leads this team in catches with 35. He has no touchdowns, but that doesn't matter to me because Julius Thomas has been a touchdown target machine, hasn't he?
Yes.
So he's already got 9 touchdowns.
And by the way, Peyton Manning in Denver is emulating New England's two tight end sets.
Okay. So again, are they as good as they were last year without Noshawn? I don't know. I think they're slightly not quite as good as they were a year ago.
Right.
So that's why, if we're just looking at this game, I think it's going to be a tough test at home for them. I think the 49ers play enough smash-mouth defense, they will keep this game close.
Well, you know, listen, they'll keep the game close. They got to be careful. Because when Peyton Manning gets rolling, it's hard to stop them. They're going to have to play some smash-mouth football. We're going to see how Denver responds in a game like this as well. I'd feel a lot better about San Francisco's chances if Patrick Willis didn't hurt his toe last night, if Navarro Bowman was back, if Aldon Smith was back. I'd feel a lot better. But at the same time, it's also going to show me what this team is made of if they go into Denver and they make this as competitive as I surmise they will on Monday night. I'm interested and look forward to that. Sunday, rather. I'm just interested in seeing what they're going to do.
Okay, so what do you think? Denver better or worse than last year?
I don't think Denver's better than they were last year in terms of their running game, but I do think their passing game is better because Emmanuel Sanders is a significant upgrade to Eric Decker.
Okay, does that mean they're a better team?
Yeah, I'm going to say they're better. Here's why. They have a better passing game. The success of their offense is predicated on their passing game due to Peyton Manning and the weapons at his disposal, and their defense clearly is a bit tougher. DeMarcus Ware, Aqib Talib, Ward, and those boys. I'm not Von Miller being back, not suspended with the, with the PD.
Yeah, he got dinged against the Jets, but I think he's okay.
I'm just saying, my point to you is that you've got 3 new guys and a 4th. That obviously has a significant impact. So when you look at it from that perspective, and then you saw how they performed in Seattle, although they lost that game in overtime, I do believe one could surmise that the Denver Broncos are better than what they were last year. That doesn't mean San Diego, just because San Diego's better, doesn't mean that Denver's not better. It just means that San Diego has improved. New England, they could be coming. The Baltimore Ravens, talking to Ray Lewis yesterday on my radio show. They're not going anywhere.
You had him on your radio show?
You haven't even, have you had Skip on the show?
Yes,
I have.
once.
I haven't.
I was on for like a minute and a half.
Once.
That's a lie. But Ray Lewis is going to be my Monday weekly guest.
He is?
Sirius XM.
That
Mad
must be
Dog
some
Sports.
serious coin for Ray Lewis.
Mad Dog Sports Radio, Stephen A. Smith Show, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. He's Ray Lewis. He's my brother. The bottom line is he wanted to come off his board. Now, obviously, I'm going to take care of him, but he wanted.
He'll give him a little extra cash.
Right.
I have a question.
Yes.
I can't take him seriously. I'm a bit distracted. Are you? He's focused. He's doing his job. It's just...
It's difficult because of the jersey that I'm wearing, but I can assure you that anybody takes me seriously once I open my mouth.
Is that right?
That is true.
Linda Cohn.
But you know what? I must admit, as a lifelong Cowboy fan...
Go ahead.
The more I look at Stephen A. in this jersey, it's as if he's impugning the integrity of the jersey. Like he doesn't deserve to wear the jersey.
That is true.
One playoff victory in 17 years, and I'm staying in the jersey. I'm staying in the jersey. Listen. If anything, I'm showing my class.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
And listen, I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. I had to go on the air yesterday, and I got to do it again today to acknowledge that the Dallas Cowboys have made me out to be a liar, and I got to give them their props and respect. I got to give Jerry Jones his props.
Time out. We are breaking Twitter. I want to say something to you. Omar Epps, he's giving you a shout out.
What does he want?
He said Stephen A. Smith for keeping his word. Good guy. But more importantly, Linda Cohn seeing Stephen A. Smith sweating in Tony Romo jersey and Cowboys cap on First Take is hilarious. Hashtag Stephen A. Romo. Start it, guys.
Stephen A. Romo.
Keep it trending.
Here's the problem
Stephen A. Romo.
Here's the problem with that. Omar Epps is my man. I love him dearly. He does a great job as an actor. He's a promising actor in Hollywood. No, but I just don't appreciate. I ain't heard from him in weeks, and then he comments today. And then Linda Cohn. I love Linda Cohn.
We love you, Linda.
How could she be away laughing at me?
Hilarious, she said.
Hilarious. Hashtag Stephen A. Romo.
Well, at least they didn't ask me to come on SportsCenter with this, so I'm happy about that.
Well, too late. You just said it. Coming up next, folks.
I've never had so much fun on our A block.
We've had a lot of fun. We're going to make it a little more serious.